Here. I did.
I always do like a test group, just like a test group that starts like 3 weeks after the release, no matter if it's been through the holidays or not. And they've always proven really beneficial because while there only might be a few, it gets people interested because I can talk about it for, the beginning of the year, kind of planning ahead type thing.
Okay, so you'll do, and that's just, okay, so test group for Core de Force. Then do you have another challenge group you run?
Yeah, I start a new challenge group no matter what on the third Monday of every month.
Yes.
So I'll run 2 challenge groups. So I'll run a test group because that will be the program specific one, and then I'll run my normal challenge group, which is a little bit more, but it's worth it.
Perfect. So, okay, with your test group though, then you would probably start it earlier in November.
Yeah, I'll probably start it. Well, because November is tough because you have Thanksgiving. So it'll probably be like that Monday right after Thanksgiving. And that first week could be like one of those clean eating, cleanse, get back on track, like, forget the turkey type deals.
And then start Core de Force that late in November?
Yeah, I'll start it the week before Christmas. I've always have.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's kind of what I do too, is that Monday, the third Monday, but then I was like, okay, it comes out the 31st, but then Danielle's always at one, I don't know if you guys have heard her talk, where she like hates the day of a program release and always waits a day or two after to talk about it because not everyone's news feed is blowing up. She talked about that at a Super Sunday. She's like, that is my least favorite day on planet Earth is when it's released. So I guess there's not a rush or a push. Okay, this is good. Thank you.
What we've done throughout our team is we've planned to actually talk more about the program the week leading up to it versus the day that it's announced.
Yes.
And then we can be like, just share our excitement for getting to like order it ourselves. And then getting everybody into the challenge group. And I figured out too that the ones who are in your challenge groups over the holidays end up being your best challengers, and you get some amazing coaches out of them too, because they're determined to succeed and see results with the program, whereas a lot of people just kind of give up through the holidays.
Love it.
I usually don't. The only time that I've talked about a program leading up to it and had a really successful launch with the program was the very first 21-Day Fix like 3 years ago. Now what I do, and that's because it was so different, like it was so radically different with the meal plan and everything that it was very exciting. I don't feel like Core de Force is that same. I mean, it's probably going to follow a similar meal plan and then just be a different workout. So usually what I do is I never really I use hardly ever Beachbody terms or lingo in my public posts. So I won't call it Core de Force. I will call it probably some sort of I'll have to try it to see what I want to do, but I'll probably call it some sort of martial art. And then I will get the program at leadership, and then we'll be doing it, and all month long I'll be recruiting. And usually I usually start my challenge groups the second Monday of the month, so that anyone who orders up and through because usually the sale for Core de Force, the sale will go all the way through November. So anyone that orders that last week, they'll still get it in time for the launch, which is why I choose the second Monday. I might bump it up to the first Monday this time, just because that'll be a whole month already. So for anyone who orders that first week, in November. But I find that the more I sell more of whatever program it is that I'm doing, so I will start it like November, and I'll do it all November, and I'll talk about it, and I won't say the name of the program, because the reason I do that is because when I say the name, I was the kind of person who would follow people, and then when they would say the name of the program, I would go do it on my own. I'd go buy it, but then I didn't, you just don't have as much success with it. And you guys have all probably had that where people come to you like, hey, I bought this because you said, but I bought it like a month ago, or I went to Amazon or whatever, and then they don't have success with it. So it's a benefit for me that they go through me, and it's a benefit for them because then I'm able to help them. So that's why I never name the kind of program that I'm using. So I won't start my boot camp for it probably until December.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you.
Love it. Great advice.
Yes.
I see why you do that. And Jen is our new 6-star diamond in this group. So I know she's her video is not on, but she advanced from 4 to 600 diamonds. So thank you, Jen. She's, big into the nutrition fitness world, which is really super awesome. So we welcome you here, and I know you're not, your face isn't here, but I know you're here. So wanted to say welcome.
You look amazing.
Yeah, I just got done doing Asylum and vertical plyo, and I look like that. So thanks.
Wow.
No worries. I want to ask Rhonda, just with the launch of Core de Force, because since you run so many challenge groups, what is your idea and your take on how you're going to do this?
So for every new release, I never, ever run a challenge group the day it comes out, or even the week after. I do it first. So with Hammer and Chisel was one of my biggest success points ever. And the day it got released is the day that I started it. And I started the program and I started sharing. I would go live with some of the workouts. I started building that. And then I always run my challenge groups, like a lot of you guys said, the third week of every single month. With Thanksgiving, it'll be differently. So I will not start a challenge group the month that comes out for that program. I want to build that trust and show the visual of me living it and sharing it on social. And like Ashley said, not sit there and be like, here's the name, you know what I mean? And just have fun with it. And so then what happens is it just builds that amazing trust, and they get to see you living it. And then, because think about this, you guys, at least this is me. When Country Heat came out, I was like, oh God, seriously, I can't dance. I'm not doing this program. I'm going to do it because I have to do it, but I don't want to do it. You guys, I freaking loved it. I got certified in it. I have to laugh. My whole family's like, you did what? Because I watched people and I watched what they were doing, and I watched Autumn, and I went through the process. And as I did that, more people were excited about it versus when it first comes out, it's like, we haven't even gone through it. So I think as you go, it come out, I don't want to rush into a challenge group. I want to be able to experience it myself and share that journey. And so I feel like that works better for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
You guys are amazing.
Now that I think of it too, really what you could do more launch wise is push your team and get everybody on your team to buy it. And then everybody on your team does a Core de Force challenge group. And then the next month you all promote it. That would
Brittany talked about that with me. Yeah.
That would be super effective. So
Awesome.
Yeah, that's usually what I do. I share all those, the coach test group that they post in the wall, share them to the team page so that they can see them too and get them excited about it. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Love it. Okay. And Elise had a great point. The power of the biz is the testimony. We are never salesmen, just the conviction. Or I completely slaughtered that, but I get what you're saying, Elise. Thank you so much. We get you. Totally.
Just a strict Beachbody on Demand group, because what I've been playing in my mind is if I could this month focus on Beachbody on Demand and have a workout plan for them within Beachbody on Demand so that they can experience multiple programs. That way, when Core de Force releases on November 1st, they might be more likely to do a digital unlock, which we're moving more and more in that direction. So I'm just kind of wondering what you guys think.
Great question.
Run just groups that are just Core de Force. I will never run a group that is just Hammer and Chisel or just because I feel like I have left people out. And I've actually found that really made my business suffer when I did do it. And so like what you do, I have some people that are on Beachbody on Demand. I have some people I have a 21-day fix group right now where some are extreme, some are 21-day fix, and some are Hammer and Chisel, and some are Country Heat. And I find rocking your brand is what works. Some of you guys might be really strong and Core de Force is going to be your thing. When Hammer and Chisel came out, I was like, that is my thing and it will be my thing forever. Right. And so I think just recognizing that, I mean, if your groups work where you run just that Core de Force group, I think that's great. For me, I found having a little more diversity and not running a group that's just the one program has allowed me to have people from all aspects and not put a cap on it, and not have 5 groups I'm running where here's a group with a bunch of people, here's a core to force group, here's my maintenance group, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I'm running 4 challenge groups, but I focus mainly in my groups about 90% nutrition, because they've got and we'll do our, bases, and we'll do videos on the workouts in the group, but it's, nutrition is where people, I find, really need most of the help. And so I don't know if you guys run them like that, but I've kind of found like it's allowed me not to put a cap on who I can help.
Yeah, all my groups are mixed. I never do a program specific one. I just have been playing with this idea of like more and more we're trying to drive business toward Beachbody On Demand. There are so many other things that are being released there. I don't know, just kicking the idea around, like how do you help people make the transition so that long term you're increasing your residuals?
Well, DVDs are going to go away anyways.
Yep.
So that's awesome. I like that you do that.
I don't know if this helps you guys, but can you hear me on this, first of all? Okay, so I've been trying to keep in mind that being dumb as rocks is like to my advantage. So I've been thinking about modules, kind of like ABC Mouse, and staying in pre-K. So for me, I have a graduate group that never closes, right? And so those are my people that I want to try the new programs, because they understand personal development and they understand nutrition. So I always have a group that's, this is not the right or wrong. This is just the way that I've been doing it. So I always have a group that's 21-day fixed focus, and that's their pre-K. If you can't get through pre-K, then we can't move you on to kindergarten, right? So pre-K is module number 1. It was 21-day fixed focus group. I don't care what the program is. I like to lift. I can't start my people on lifting because they're not there. Because I have an eating disorder background. So most of the people that come to me, they need to start with their temple, whatever that means to them. I don't care, their spirit animal, whatever you want to call it. They got to start with the inside. And so they don't move on from module number 1, which is pre-K, unless they can get past the personal development and that. And then after that, then I focus on program specific. So only in my graduate group do we talk about core to force or 21-day fixed focus, part number 2 or whatever. And so they're graduating. And then after that, module 3, let's talk about being a coach. All right, good, you're a coach. Let's talk about module 4. All right, well, that's recruiting coaches and building a team. Then you graduate, and it's the next and the next. And so I've been thinking about keeping it in ABC Mouse. I don't know if you guys have kids, but if you do ABC Mouse, it's like you can't go on to the next module unless you master that one. So I've been doing a lot of foundation rebuilding and being like, let's keep it in not kindergarten, but pre-K, because if I can't master pre-K, then I can't teach these other people how to master pre-K, and we can't move on. So a lot of analogies, but I hope that makes sense. That's
it
all
makes
I got.
complete sense. I think Ashley, Alexis, and I are the only ones without kids, and so we still understood, right, ladies? Like we, for the most part, no, we totally got it. No, that was really, really great. Joy, Alexis, you have something that you want to say?
Yeah, so something that I'm incorporating in October with my team, and I've been doing this myself. So I'm just getting everybody on Beachbody On Demand. That's my new thing, because I agree with Joy that that's going to be our only option at one point, right? That's where we're going. So that's where I'm headed. So I'm selling the Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack to everybody. And then what's really cool is when anybody says no, that they can't afford it or whatever, then I give them a second option to sign up with the 6-month membership that's just $60 up front. Now, why I've been doing this is because you're still getting volume and you're still making commission off of a no. So I'm trying to teach this to my team to give them more confidence and help them still make sales and still get people signed up. And I actually even pitched it to my team like this. Think about if you got 50 no's in the month of October, and every single no that you got signed up on a 60-month membership, you get 40% of that. That's $1,100 that you can make in October off of 50 people who said no.
You are smart.
So I'm like, here's what
I need to hear that again. I need to hear that again. I need to get I really do. Like, can you repeat that so
Okay. So
I'm in pre-K, remember? So let's keep it in pre-K.
Okay, so pre-K is, I don't know how to put this in pre-K. But basically, you're going to present everybody the Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack. And then every single time somebody says no, you're going to be like, no worries. I actually have a better option that might be more affordable for you. You can get 6 months access to this online hub of all of our workout programs, over $2,000 worth, for $60. That's $10 a month for the next 6 months. And I'm still going to put you in my group, and I'm still going to support you just as I would anybody else. And I'm still going to help you get results. And after a week of being in there, you're going to be really jealous that you can't click the Shakeology button. And you're going to want to get Shakeology. So, and you're still going to make that 40. Now we make 40% commission on Beachbody On Demand. So what I'm telling my new coaches or coaches who are struggling to sell challenge packs, you know, okay, fine. You're still going to try to get the Success Club points. You're still going to try to sell the challenge pack, but now you have something to fall back on. $60. I mean, who can't afford $60? And if they can't afford $60, sign them up with the free membership and put them in there for 30 days. I mean, we have options now. And I think we're leaving opportunity on the table just because we have to try to get that challenge pack sale. Now you can turn all your no's into something, and you're still making some sort of money, and you're still getting them in the support group to help them reach their goals.
So did you hear your modules? So the module before this one is your 7-day sampler pack. The module before that one is nothing, a free group where you offer personal development or something. So you just helped me fill in some shades of gray. I talk in analogies. I am so sorry, you guys, but that's how I learn. But that was amazing. That was amazing. Like, thank you. You just made a whole lot of sense for me.
The coolest part about that, Alexis, is that once they get into BOD, they're going to try the 21-day fix preview. They're going to try whatever, hammer and chisel. Like, they're going to graduate, and they're going to get used to doing digital unlocks.
Yeah.
And so your hope is that they are a long-term customer that are continuing to, you know, click on things and add volume and purchase.
Right. Well, and I've signed a couple people on the 6 month, and then literally within days they unlock a program. Because it's like they can't even resist it. It's like at their fingertips. They're like, oh, for $40 I can get, you know, and it's like, honestly, I don't really care what order they do it. If it takes them 3 months to buy Shakeology from me, I don't really care at this point, as long as it's creating volume and it's getting me more people to work with. You know, I think honestly that this is where we're going. Like, this is the direction we're going. And I think it's going to feel like almost worse right now because maybe we're getting less volume out of the 6 month membership or the digital unlock. But I think over time, I think it's going to pay off for sure.
Yeah. So like, that was kind of what you totally helped me clarify my thinking. So thank you. But, so what I was thinking is with the BOD sale, challenge pack sale, or even like the 6 month thing is brilliant too. If you give them a plan, you essentially put them on a 3-week, 21-day fixed type plan. You give them this workout, that workout, this is next, that's your rest day or whatever. Yep. Then they don't feel like they're at a loss for how to use Beachbody On Demand. You expose them to a ton of programs. They get used to clicking around, and hopefully they find their next step and move into your next 30-day group where they graduate into whatever full program. So
yeah, and I made a calendar, and then obviously have the premium programs all in there, you know, so really kind of getting their taste of it and still having some sort of thought process behind like upper body, cardio, lower body, trying to like get so that they're hitting all the areas and really getting the best results. So
are you willing to share your calendar?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Thank you.
Perfect. Just share it in the group if you will, please.
Yes.
That'll be amazing.
This is another question I have too, because Alexis, you just changed everything that I normally done. Okay, and I've had no, it's good. I've had so many conversations with so many coaches over probably more in the past 2 years, where do you require Shakeology in your groups or do you not require Shakeology in your groups? And I get that, but I want to help people. And I try to explain, I do too, but I'm also running a business. I need to pay my bills.
Yep.
So I have always, I required Shakeology. And part of it is because I know it very well and I know the importance of it and I want them to know it too. Yep. So I have made that a priority. You don't.
Well, okay, so good point. I did for 2.5 years. And in the last 6 months, I've completely changed because I felt like I was leaving people behind, and it was bothering me. Like, yes, I see the value in Shakeology, but that's such a, for somebody that doesn't know nutrition like we do and that doesn't know the ingredients, like they're like, they look at me like, who cares? Like, who cares that there's valuable things, and you know what I mean? So it's kind of my opportunity to gain that trust and that relationship with them. So I was always the same way, and I was like a hard ass about it. And now I've changed my ways. And I think, and it's funny because now, like, I just had this last group I ran, everybody's like, I've had people message me like, well, I kind of don't like that I can't log my Shakeology. Like, I think I need to learn more about this, you know? Okay. So there's that mystery there by using the Challenge Tracker app.
Well, and like I've been watching Alexis do this. It's not like she leads with that. She's not like, hey, everybody come get this $60 cheap pack. No. She's starting with her invites. She's following the things and then handling objections in the appropriate way. But this is just a backup so that people don't get, it's not the front runner.
Front runner. Okay.
And I can show you my scripts that I shared with my team. I'm not a big script fan, but they need it because they say it. So with the scripts, what I do is when they say like they can't afford it, when they come with that objection, then my response is, you know what, I do have another option that would maybe be more affordable for you. It's not the best option because you're going to be missing out on the Shakeology. And I put in parentheses, I believe that's vital to get the results that, you know, the most successful people in my groups use Shakeology. But if you really can't make that happen right now, here's the other option. And what's happened is some people even come back and say, okay, well, maybe I should try the Shakeology.
Okay.
So.
Plus, I think it gives you an opportunity to educate them while they're in the group.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been extremely convicted about my need to be better at that. At communicating why, what is the value of Shakeology? I am not communicating that. For 2 years, I probably have communicated, if I'm really honest, like, it comes with a challenge pack. Don't worry, you can cancel, you know? And I haven't done a really great job at communicating the nutrient deficiency that we all get into, right? When we start cutting back calories. So that's going to be a big shift for me. And so I can see where Alexis's strategy makes sense because it gives you an opportunity to build trust and relationship and educate them on what they need.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I talk about Shakeology like a crazy person in my group. So I think that,
I mean, I always have. I've always done it publicly. Like, it's my jam. And
I feel like it'll make them want it more because if they don't have it and they're seeing everybody else log it, they're gonna be like, oh crap, I'll just buy it. And then they're even more convicted that, like, you know, and then you can upgrade them to a challenge pack or you can do whatever. Is there a way, like when you buy, you know, like when someone buys a challenge pack and they upgrade to a coach, they get that $40 back. Like, what happens, like, do you know, Alexis, when someone like gets this 6-month club and then they're like 2 months and they're like, oh, I want to buy a challenge pack. Is there a reimbursement or anything?
It's 30 days, right?
Right. Well, yeah. Well, I don't know. Because you pay the $60 up front, you know? So I don't know how that works. I don't think there's any reimbursement. I think that would probably be smart, but I haven't upgraded anyone yet to a challenge pack, so I guess I wouldn't know. But
maybe it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know.
I will get you an answer. How about that? I'll email and figure out exactly what it is.
Totally got off topic today, Brittany.
I love it. I'm like, this is self-efficient. It's running itself. But clearly there's so many questions about the Core de Force, launch. So I love the fact that you are all diving in and just asking great questions. Is there anything else that goes along with this? Because I want you all to feel comfortable what to do. Yeah, Ashley, go.
I was just going to say something about a call that you had. I don't remember who taught this system, but along with Beachbody On Demand and creating volume, it was a call when we did last year, like the 5-star call or something came on and talked about how she increased her volume dramatically. And so I ran this with my team and I was just looking through my notes to see if I could find it and I can't. So maybe Brittany, you and I can see if we can piece this.
Was it Heather Dixon? Heather Dixon is like a master of volume. I'll pull some stuff up and see.
So her thing was that she ran a 30-day free Beachbody On Demand challenge with her team. And she was doing this a lot, I think. And what she did was task everyone to get 10 people. And it's just free for 30 days. So then if you get 50 people from your team to recruit 10 people to do the free Beachbody On Demand for 30 days. Then on day 30, 15 PV goes through for everybody, so that would be 500 people times 15 PV is 7,500 volume points. Does that make sense? So it's like, and maybe people not everyone's going to get 10 people, and of those 10, some of them are probably going to cancel, but even still, even if you got half of that, or even a quarter, she just talked about how she built a ton of volume by running these free Beachbody On Demand groups, because then people get to see the value of BOD and then keep it and get that, 15 PV times X amount of people that do it. So anyway, I just wanted to add that on.
I honestly don't remember what call that was, but I remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's just
gotcha.
It's not really anything new, but I just wanted to when she said that, I was like, oh, because you just think 15 PV, no big deal. But if you were to get that, we ran these groups every month or something, somehow ran these free groups and got some people, that just boosts your volume. Her statistics were crazy. She doubled her volume in 6 months. She has crazy amount of volume, it sounds like, from this.
Yeah.
I just don't understand, so I've done several of those, and I'm having a hard time getting people to actually activate their stinking Beachbody On Demand. It's driving me crazy. They go walk around the block, I'm like, wait a minute, what are you doing?
Well, you have to, now they have to input their credit card, right, to sign up for that. So if you run a specific BOD challenge group, they input their credit card, and then you just give them the instructions on here's how you cancel within 30 days if you want to, so that they have all that information. But it would be activated as they signed up for it or enrolled in that group.
So
go on.
Super similar to Alexis, and I've signed 2 coaches this month doing this, and I tell my whole team to do this. I've been doing it for years, and it's worked out really well. And anytime I'm like, God, I want to help everybody. I don't want somebody to not be able to get help because they're not going to buy Shakeology or a challenge pack. So for instance, Snapchat's been huge for my business right now. So many people are coming over there, and I'm bringing over to Facebook. And this lady this month reached out to me, and she's like, I want to try Shakeology, but there's no way I'm going to invest in that whole bag. So what I do for every single person that wants to, they want my support, that type of thing, they don't know what workout they want to do, is I offer that person immediately after I've gone through the process, right, of this is what it is, I educate them, that type of thing, right? I go into, well, here's what we're going to do for you that is seriously going to be awesome. You're going to get the 7-day sampler, and you're going to get to try Shakeology. I put them in my current challenge group, so I don't have to run a free clean eating group. And then what I do is I have them sign up for Beachbody On Demand for 30 days, and I make it sound like, listen, you're going to get over 900 workouts for free over the next 30 days. You're going to be able to replace 1 meal a day with Shakeology for the next 7. And in that group, every single day, I'm asking them what flavor they're going to try, and I'm giving them recipes. It makes the group, everybody go, oh, well, I tried this with vanilla, or I tried this with strawberry. She literally 2 weeks in said that changed her life, and I've had two this month. They both signed as coaches, literally buying a $30 sampler kit. Let's sign up for Beachbody On Demand. They don't really trust you and believe you yet. I put them in there. They see the support. They're replacing the meals. They start feeling different. All of a sudden, they're buying a Country Heat challenge pack. And so super similar to what Alexis is doing, but I do it all of the time. And it really takes away the price objection. It really, and then this is the thing, if they don't want to buy the sampler kit, I'm going to go to the $19 sampler kit. They can't afford the 19. Well, let's start with this. But then we are going to revisit this later, because this is really where people are getting the huge results. So even if they're just going to do the free 30 days, I'm still going to help them, right? I just feel like sometimes if they get to see how awesome we are, then all of a sudden they're like, oh, okay, now I want to do what you do. But I never would have had those 2 people join my team if I wouldn't have given them that choice to join for $30 and then get all of that. And it works really big for my team when they're struggling with signing challenge packs or selling Shakeology. They'll get their families in, and then all of a sudden their families, one of my coaches this month, her mom signed as a coach because she went through that process. So just taking away the, I don't know if that helps or not, but that's kind of what I do.
But it's taking away the salesiness, which is exactly what you just said, and showing that you were actually there to help. They just need to endure more trust. So I love the fact that each of you, I mean, it's been very black and white where if they don't drink Shakeology, if they're not on Shakeology, then they shouldn't be in a challenge group. But this clears all that up. So if you're in the realm of helping others, find the different avenues of doing so. And I love everything that you have all suggested. Was this the call topic for today? No, but I love it, and it was so worth it. So we'll obviously move on to that next one, but we have about 5 minutes left. So I just want anybody else to share who hasn't had a chance to. If you have anything to say, please pipe up.
Go ahead, Ashley.
I have a question for Rhonda. So is there a way for them to sign up for the free 30 days while they're ordering the 7-day sampler, or are those two separate transactions?
You know what? I'm not sure. I think what I have them do, like what they do is they instantly get the samplers, and then I have them go back into their Team Beachbody account and activate it.
Okay.
In the group, and then what we talk about, and at that point, like I already know what program they're going to do. Like the one girl was like, well, you know, she's restarting, so she was going to do the 21-day fix. She's like, okay, I'm going to start the 21-day fix. I'm going to be in here Monday through Sunday with you, and you know, and replace 1 meal a day, and we're going to start day 1. And so every day in the group, what I would do is I would talk to her about what that day was. And the cool thing is these people had already been in the group, like say like 2 or 3 weeks. It was able to bring in more recipes, and I don't get off topic, but yeah. So I had her do it separately, but I'm not sure. Does anybody know if they can do it all together? I don't think so.
Yes, I have a visual. That you sent that explains.
Oh, cool. Share that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, because my team-wide one is called Shred Group, and I tell my team the Shred Group is not going to happen, which is 21-day fix. They just don't know.
Yeah.
So it's a week, and so I tell my team now the Shred Group's not going to happen unless somebody steps up and does it. So I've been having people who don't think that they're leaders step up and run them, and it's been pretty amazing. And then that way I don't feel obligated. I mean, because we're all at different paces. Sometimes I don't feel like I just don't have the time to do a Shred Group, but maybe somebody else lays 6 tiers down. That's what they need for their business. Does that make sense? You know, so I need the recording of this call because I cannot repeat all this amazingness to my leaders. This is a good call.
You all are in luck. It's recorded today. So yeah, I'll share it in the group as soon as I upload it. So that'll be perfect.
So Rhonda, you're just putting them into a current running challenge group as it's like a sneak peek.
Yep. And so then what I do is I will send them a quick video, like, cause you know, you're allowed to do like a video through Facebook, like 1 minute or something like that. So I will send them a quick video. Now the group has already been through this, but they haven't. So I'll send them a quick video. And I'll be like, hey girlfriend, so check this out. Click here and you've got like 12 meal plans. Click here and you've got the recipes. And every single day, this is what we're going to do. And then they're like, oh, and so they already feel like they've got like a sneak peek behind the challenge group. And then we get them set up on Beachbody On Demand. But that way they kind of get a video and a visual. Cause if you throw them in a group, they're like, all right, and everybody's like doing something. They're like, well, where do I fit in? So immediately they know like what it looks like, what to expect. So they've got those expectations. And so as they go through this, they already feel like they're part of the family.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You ladies are amazing. We only have about 2 minutes, and I know Darby's here. Hey, Darby, do you mind sharing next week on your systems? Would that work for you? If you're around, and if not, I'll message you. Okay. Anyways, so with that being, here she comes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sorry, one of my new coaches called and she was just going into her whole life story. It wasn't something I could cut off. So,
you know, you're good. You're good. Are you good next week?
Yes, I'm good next week.
Okay, so next week's call will be on onboarding systems. If you have anything else that you want to share from this call, of course, I'm going to post it in the 6 and 7 Star Diamond group with the recording, then you can just, message in there. But great call today, ladies. Is there anything else that we need to go over real quick before I let y'all go for the day?
Does it matter if we share the video like with not 6 and 7 stars? Is that okay?
What are your thoughts, ladies?
Share.
Okay.
This only helps our own team. Right?
I mean, I feel like you could share this, but I feel like they would get more value out because we were kind of all over the place, and this is live. So to pass,
I just mean with my star diamonds, like my star diamonds. That's all.
Yeah, I still feel like it would be better received if you kind of like condensed it and talked like you could cover all of the things, but you talk about it and it comes from. Because I feel like if I were to receive this video, I think I would be very confused and all over the place because it was a lot of info. So well,
Yeah.
I don't mind if you share it. I just feel like it'd be better received if we condense it a little.
Totally. Okay, I'll let you do as you wish. But with that being said, ladies, I'll talk to y'all next week. Thank you so much for popping on. Great ideas. Bye.